pass by every day. Anyways, I always knew who he was, and I would see him around. I mean, who doesn't? But I never really knew him, and he wasn't around. I mean, not around.
Where better might we find a more precise illustration of the dangers of premature initiation than this ancient tale of alternating parental indulgence and neglect?
And I went to the school of, the sons of the rich and famous, and one day we were out on the playground, and this one kid, Epiphas, he comes up to me and he says, "So, Phaeton, who's your father? What does he do?" And I say, "He's the son." And he says, "Ha ha ha, tell me another." And I said, "He's the son! He's famous Apollo!" And he just trampled me, just beat the shit out of me, like I was lying.
Neither his own opinion of himself, nor the regard for him or lack of it in his peers, obviates the father's primitive role as initiating priest for the younger being. Now it cannot be contested that the absence of this figure is, for the son, an almost irredeemable loss.
So I go home and I say, "Mom, this happened, at school." And she gets upset and crying and everything because she still loves him. And it's an insult to her as well. So I say, "Mom, if it's true, then how come there's no proof of it? It's not fair, that there's no proof of it." And then she gets more upset and says, "Believe me, my child, by his grace your father looks down upon us. By his splendor I swear to you that you are his truly begotten son. That that fiery orb you see cross the sky each day, that enables and enlivens our earth, and gives orders how days and nights, is indeed your sire. Believe me, my child." Blah, blah, blah.
Once he matures, beyond the customary eating of the mother breast, the child seeks to individuate himself amidst enfolding gates, and turns instead to the new symbols of the paternal realm, thus beginning his spiritual passage from one sphere to the next.
So Mom tells me to go where my dad goes to work every morning and get him to, set things straight, to do right by me. So I head that way, and it's hot, and it's dusty, and it's a long way across Ethiopia. And part of the way I hitch, and part of the way I walk. And then finally, I get there. And this hill is steep.
But this passage is never easy.
So I finally get up there, and there are my dad's secretaries, the days and the hours and the centuries, and they say, "Go on in." So I do, and there he is, standing there, all shining and golden. I can't even look at him, he's so bright. And then you know what he says to me? He says,
"My son, you are welcome. Speak, Phaeton, to your father."
I cannot even tell you what this means to me. So I tell him everything, just spill my guts, And then he thinks and he says,
"Let me grant you a favor. Whatever you ask shall be yours."
And then he swears to it.
The conventional exordium of the initiate from latent to realized potential is inevitably accompanied by a radical realignment with the emotional relationship with the imago of parental authority.
And, there's only one thing I want. It's obvious, right? So I say, "Give me the keys to your car." And immediately, he starts backpedaling, saying how it's his job. It is my job, and that no one else can do it. You can't do it. And that in the sky, there's this bull and the lion and the scorpion. There is a scorpion to get me. And I say, "Give me the keys to your car." "No, I want to drive myself today." "No, it's my turn." "You promise."
The father or his substitute must be assured before he transfers the symbols of adult vocation that the child is no longer acting under infantile complexes. Complexes that might dangerously redirect his new path through the unconscious promptings of self-aggrandizement, personal preference, or even resentment.
he finally hands over the reins, but he won't stop shouting directions like, don't fly too high.
Don't fly too high!
Nor too low. Stay on the tracks. Go slant.
Go slantwise!
On and on. But I didn't listen.
Myths are the earliest form of science.
It was over before it began, okay? It was chaos, like no one was driving. My knees were weak, and I couldn't see because of all the sunlight. And yeah, I set fire to the earth. And it destroyed me, you know? Just utterly destroyed me. O-V-E-R. Over.
Oh God, I need a new job.
It has been said that myths are public dreams. Dreams are private myths. Unfortunately, we give our mythic side scant attention these days. As a result, a great deal escapes us, and we're no longer able to understand our own actions. That's why it's important to speak not only of the rational and the easily understood, but also of enigmatic things, the irrational and the ambiguous, to speak both privately and publicly